everyone, and welcome to the General Hospital recap for September 15th. As always, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of our videos or recaps. So we're in kind of an impromptu filming situation because it's raining outside and I've kind of been like messing around with everything here. So we are under construction. So let's get right to it. At General Hospital, Finn sees Sunny. He offers any help he could possibly give with Jason, and Anna's overhearing all of this. So Anna comes up to Finn and asks if he's reconsidered what she proposed to him about going to talk to Cassie. He doesn't want to play into some ruse. Anna will not be able to convince him otherwise, so she might as well just stop. Finn finds Elizabeth crying. He talks with her. He gives her the update on Hayden and the baby. He tells her he put himself in a recovery center just to be safe for over the weekend, and he also tells her Hayden isn't coming back. Elizabeth wants to be there for him, and he just wants to work. He wants to throw himself into his work. Also at the hospital, Amy gives Spinelli the book back. Spinelli asks her how she knows Nathan. She lies and says she barely knows him. Spinelli covers and says he had just heard that Nathan was in the hospital and he needed to talk to him, so that's why he asked. She also tells him that Jason is back from his test so he can go see him. Monica goes to Alan's picture to get some strength. Elizabeth gives her the latest test results on Jason. Sunny comes up and offers any help he can beyond what the hospital can do, and Monica blames him for Jason even being in the hospital to begin with. Alexis comes up to them. Monica says Sunny will be responsible for both her son's death if Jason dies too. Alexis thinks the conversation should pretty much end right here, but Monica won't apologize for how she's feeling, but she can't totally blame Sunny because Jason made his choice, and she has to live with that. Sunny says that he does as well. Monica tells Alexis that Jason's signs are showing no improvement. She has to tell Sam this. Alexis is going to go with her. Decisions are going to have to be made. In Jason's room, Sam is having a dream that she's on the pier and she's calling Jason and he's there but his back is to her, and before he can turn around, like, the dream ends and she's there with Jason in the hospital. Spinelli comes into the room. He's going to stay in town as long as he's needed to help her through this. Ellie is totally 100% on board with it. He could have brought Georgie though, because figured, now they're both in town. But anyway, Sam doesn't want to sleep because of this dream she has, and Spinelli asks her about it. She tells him that she's on the dock looking for Jason. It's foggy. It's basically what I just told you. She feels that she's losing him, and Spinelli tries to keep her spirits up. Jason is not going to just slip away. Monica and Alexis come in. They need to talk to her. Sam wants Spinelli to stay and hear what they have to say. She tells Sam that there's no change. Alexis brings up a possibility of a long-term facility. Monica says that they need this room for other patients, and the board is going to intervene at some point if Sam doesn't move him. And Sam says that she wants to take Jason home with her. She'll hire round-the-clock care. Alexis and Monica try to talk to her about, the kids, and Sam is refusing to break up her family. At Anna's, Anna calls Robert and is asking him to cross-reference Hamilton Finn and Sunny Corinthos and trips out of the country. At Windermere, Nina is heading out for an event for Crimson. Well, it's actually the gallery for Franco's event, but she wants to make an appearance on behalf of Crimson. She wasn't going to bring Valentine initially because Franco is her ex, but Valentine insists on going. At the gallery, Kiki and Franco are already there. He's nervous about confronting this part of his life. They're showing the duplicity piece, which is the piece with the two boys, and Scott says that he's going to handle any sales. Maxie and Nathan show up at the event. She's there looking for a story, specifically her story with Franco, which isn't awkward at all. She needs to continue her own path regardless of what's going on with Nathan, so that's what she's really focused on. And then Maxie finds Franco and asks about when they met in 2010 and wants to record him. And Franco's like, yeah, okay, bye. And then Nina and Valentine arrive. Scott asks Franco about his visit with Heather. He tells him that she refused to meet with him. And then Betsy comes in and calls him Bobby. And I'm like, finally, hey, someone who knows how names work. Franco makes the awkward introductions. Nina spots the painting, the duplicity painting as I'll call it, the comment on duality. Valentine and Franco talk about it briefly and then Nina leaves. Liz comes in and literally bumps into Betsy. She tells Elizabeth that she's Franco's mother and then Franco makes those awkward introductions. Betsy apologizes to Elizabeth for the whole Aiden situation. Elizabeth's like, yeah, it was another time. And I'm like, yep, a time we all kind of are trying to forget. Franco says that they're together and Betsy's just as surprised as all of us. And Franco suddenly brings up how much like kids Elizabeth has, because he was like, and yeah, you were just raising me, right? One kid, huh? And then Nina like totally rushes out of the event. At the pier, Jordan and Curtis are jogging and talking about themselves and Stella. Jordan wants them to be together and she hasn't told him that she loves him yet and she has to get to the police station right now so she can't be telling him. Then Sonny is at the pier. He thanks Curtis for helping look into Morgan's death. And if there's anything he needs, all he has to do is ask. Curtis was actually about to make the same offer to Sonny. Back at Windermere, Nina and Valentine come home. She's a little shaken up. She's not pining after Franco or anything. There's no like residual feelings. It was a transitional relationship and she's totally 100% happy where she is. But Franco didn't want to have kids with her. And then he went right to Elizabeth. She has 3 kids and he just was totally engulfed himself in their lives immediately. And it hurt her in ways that like still kind of aren't settled. And it brought up all those feelings seeing him again and seeing Elizabeth. And she can't be with someone else who lies. And Valentine's like, oh, okay, so this thing is really just all about me. Back at General Hospital, Finn is trying to delete the picture of he and Hayden. I honestly don't get the symbolism of deleting pictures. I don't think I've ever deleted a picture of me and someone. Anna calls Finn in a hurry. She needs to talk with him. Meanwhile, at her house, while she's like all frantic, she's actually looking over his file. And now end scene. Elizabeth tells Franco about Hayden and the baby, and now she feels like she lost a sibling, and it's just really hard for her. Finn comes over to Anna's expecting a medical emergency. Turns out she had lured him over here. She wants to talk about their strategy for Cassie Pierce. She says that he doesn't have a choice and shows him the file. It's unsettling to Nina that there's things about Valentine's past that she doesn't know and that she'll like never know. She believes him when he says it won't hurt her because of how he was before the surgeries, but she says she wouldn't have run away from him like he believes she would have. She's been holding back. He loves her. She loves him. They're happy. I'm not. Maxie has decided not to pursue the Franco story. Yay! She does need to find something else though. Again, her own blog, but you know, it's just me. Amy calls Nathan. She tells him about the fan she met. She knows that this will all work out and she thanks him. Sam is back in Jason's room. She knows what everyone's saying to her, but she feels like sending Jason away equals giving up on him and giving up hope. And Smelly's like, no, it doesn't. And then Jason's hands start to move. The hand acting is just phenomenal. Curtis asks what he can do for Sonny. They shake hands and Jordan sees this. Betsy looks at the duplicity painting. She really likes it. Franco then shows her the picture of he and Jason and she says she's ready to tell him the truth. So that is all for the 15th. I'm getting to right now. We're filming 2 more days, so let's get right to it. All right, I'll see you then. Bye.